Se ebono wotwe na ye Adom TV dia na ye se Nyankopon na adom ye ama ya hoden ne nkwa eno ti ye betena ha na anigesem na ye de brem nti bi da wase na me san ma okwa aba se wode wa fidie na to Adom TV abra ye ne abadwafo ye ba na ya ba be kyerɛkyerɛ eniema etwago entertainment industry no ye se ye da na ye sori na ya anti asem ana ye se ya anayi eno ti de bia ensem foforo ba na ye ba so a ne ye de abrem. Na before say me course no me wo krata bia me pesa me kan na me de ma atiefo ene wo mo amhwen nam bibie si last week no eno ntemesem say mo banya so kakra e de ama me na ye de ati say ye kasa mu no ensem bi etimi ebo fanchen kakra empanifo atwe adwen de asiso na wano to a na sese wotimi ye den oba na obekasa na eyefe eno nti mekan krata kakra ewia mesan chiremu ewotwi mu na yate ase we are from the multimedia group Adom ni won nkeka ho nyina na this krata eba a statement by Adom TV management on inaccurate comments made on Showtym program. Management of Adom TV takes note that on the Saturday, March 15 edition of the entertainment show Showtym, our presenter and a panelist at a stage regrettably deviated from the show's usual content format to venture into chieftaincy matters around Otumfo Osei-Tutu II and the Domahene Osajefo Osiadeyo Ajimabadu II. Admittedly, the discussions were not well informed. We deeply regret the statement made. We offer our sincere apologies and unreservedly retract same. We wish to emphasize our profound respect for the Asantehene and the Domahene. As management, we promise to do everything necessary to ensure such slips do not reoccur. Thank you very much. And to where ye multimedia Jumakuo and I say kasa de edu ba bia okasa na se antwa yi a na ode ho chopa esronko e de aba eno nti yesre asanteman ene Domahene any general public no obia bia yasem bia e kan ye ema anya wode no yesrew chopa kese ana yede mamo eye anadwi esanse enum a ene eye adwuma no eno nti medam ase bebre medin di kojoki na dwuma die eye me nua ba mama gan ene tenamu ema yen na ene wa appoint me se me ma metena konwa num na me ndi dwuma die no fefefe eno nti me da se won so waka me ho a ye ba be dwuma die no na topics bebre ene ye ba be di onkomo wonu say the TGMs the nominees list no ababonten a abeye enkasaye bebre ena hwan na ewo mu hwan ye yina firi mu enwumwe na esese ewo mu ni nyina wo ha ye de brem ena anadwi ye nua ba afua santoa singaton enyina enum 2 years ago o ma Ghana ye de yi pa nyina ne je ho enkomo bia piepie mu a me giri se waso atbi ena so ye wo mu nchechemu a abedwafo e de bebrem eye Miss Bell o se edu ba bia na ye na artists for omo ungrateful na management be soon na investors soon Miss Bell so am solution no and then something interesting about Miss Bell was signing an artist na how no ye ne de enye the usual one na ye nim no and into ye de no so ho enkomodie be bro ene ne keka na dwumadie yi star beer and a soya sen so hu ye memenda bia na ye te ha na ye ho ayefe na ye nya hoden na ye kasa na star beer ensa edimu pa opese o ye star dia na ne obi a wonum na star beer na age a wo so bebre esan se eye ensa eye krogen ye firi ho a darling lemon alcoholic beverage almost omo kan ho na omo dis dwumadi ebre omo soya sen na darling lemon unya wo ice ne kan ho sa na wo tena wan kona e smooth na Kumasi bitters almost soya sen so wudi dwumadi se no anya adwumaku atitiri se ya mo wachi a aya na obreye pa enti na ase sonko na ede mom na anwumre me twa me ho aba na me koba ma bedwafo atena se ye be pa omo ho entoma mama humu senia omo so omo ho ayefa omo de aba besi ha na ye ba ye de dwumadie no ahye so tena se enkoba bia me twa me ho aba zizia Mesan ma wakwaba eba Adom TV show in the Showtym hosted by your one and only Mama Gan Nene wapɔne na hini ni kakra ma me se agya kwadwoke nso betena se na hwɛ se ne adimadi ne ko no adi kan ka se ye nyina ye co-host nti se oni ho bia timi ye den efri nti mama gaba bia wo bia Yehowa enkan ho na menna mapamfo adi esan se dwumadi wo betena as host na oni omo a omo wanim dia omo be baba nsem na biebiemu ama ayeda na ye se wo betena ha ye din eni timi ni kan enko mensa benkum no ho ahono menua ba fefefa ofa ne ho yie pa na eba no fashion ne niema yenda dan ho runway no so a odi mu tentema eba ne entertainment discussions so a yade a no so ogusu a obo ne ho modern a o tretre na hye mu menua ba ka akire wa ha ka akire akwaba
ya enua
megiri se bibia ye boko
ayo Adom TV
utiri we ye friend say ne style ne din dey say
Wano paso.
The deal na o ma be say. Wano paso.
Wano paso.
Wow, any kwadwo wano paso. Na makobisa dey.
Is like in your face.
Okay.
You want to ask, you want to know. If star na nkasa na uhu ya ubisa. Hey, na uti there. Your friend is saying. Na just
wano paso. Any wano paso mo amo pese mo ye hairstyle o kwa o se madam me pe wano paso. Me am who TV so. But Ricky net saying.
Nyame Adom, you know how the work is, going different places here and there, but at the end of the day, yaba wa hoden sebe ya no nso eja
NZP I don't see catchy ese waba and bibia ye come ma check here we say bibia the deal for the evening's business. We free catchy so a na memra yen honorable aye won wo fia o se me friend honorable but your friend honorable and also your free entertainment scene but still oboa gidigba u free mu na kwan yen na o sha say nti still I no oginamu honorable coca enso wo fia nene waje white mebusan say mini bi wo nene white na ebia na nkunimdie bi aba honorable me mo akwaba
yenua
na the first question o white yi good news bi wo ho no ma
o da bi normal
okay
senia unipa no pam ma no
okay
nti we namax
oh okay
namax
wow
na pam ma me say opese mi twitwa me ho yi
wow white na dey mama busa say goes can't so say white mama busa say dey na ekoso but don't forget say multimedia group ye wo Ghana month no mu no nti ye ntare ye hye nyina ye Ghana fo enema ya pam me dey Steve Man clothing and a pam me or Denta opposite the Light Academy School koka nso kan ne dey and nti wo fa ho a now I say there is a touch of the Ghanaian element ni bi wo afaso no se ne be ya ye betimi observe e Ghana month no and nti ye san chia obiom se waje akonya ye move straight to our first topic. Now your first topic I think say ye be call Miss Bell ye industry mu ye tight to say artists be braina no omo you ungrateful ushia no as an upcoming onimba bi ode na brabo ne fa na investor bi ehu no na waso ni mu no waboa no na wapush na bia wanya hit songs ni bi afi obehu na yese woni label no omontamatete na omko na investment bi anipa ne di share mu kane no they say na ne ho abeya kono na we free nsa yati a lot of stories examples make a din bebre about trima wankasa obo wo fie ho a wo hweye no now Miss Bell I think say we offer solutions amine esan say ono ne signing the artist no baby o dey file no different o say enkoye krata akeke na lawyer sem ono de o dey fa amamne kwan so eno ti artist no mani suaye or the mpanifo a omo ye traditionalist bae a omo be suaye se san ya we say video na ankoye se kojokin na me bom tim na me ka asembia enti me so producer video na ready a ye mo video na Miss Bell ne the artist ne signing no ne ye ma bibusa chairman koka any catch say where your solution to your problem I have face here, they be an artist, you're ungrateful, no. Would this be a solution now? I don't see young here video, no. Na yam rabbits here.
Yeah, best way. Yedi kosia any shina. Any yebeswe say obes hey tree eba akakita ake sika yedi behye adwuma no mo no obe make sure say omo so ni na ho odin ebe ka ho na yetimi enya saa sika no ho mfaso. Not just the money but the energy, the idea, the time that we invest in it. We want to emphasize embramo entinu se na be ya obi abedi ni hihye so no yebe aba akakita yebe soe
ago naname wono suha wono naname asuha wono naname asuha imi kokusai inga mukita kai ni brenya ajimai prayer the first inga mukita kai ya I see reports biami ka inamokata maso wadi inamu Zayo, inamu Abradani, inamu Castro, inamu Suzy Williams, kake atemi Moki, katemi Piani, katemi Bockwell, Mahino. Here I see Biami, here I see records Biami, katemi Moki, katemi Piani, katemi Bockwell. Na ihe we no, itone neme akitano.
Enunti ene da ho no ochanko ese ekojoki na ebo ni tim wankasa ohwebi wankasa utie bi na obi beka say in this modern era among for your music business we see labels almost signing professionally the branding and everything you know fair this time you know is it a way and I say who susanso ekra ne saying for the artist any record label no mamemra ka chire ho na me musa say ye hu say na signing artist e wo Ghana the norm no yenim but I think that this one is something special because they the kosuane snap nyina de abofem say unim na ne agreement ya ekoi ubusu a na ne ma kese na e ba beto uhu ni sen
me da say and officially a bit chia ahwefo nyina so I think that Miss Bell has been in the industry for quite a while. Yeah, cause a female artist almost legendary. To me, in Miss Bell in film because she started this thing way back, and I own him the pros and cons of this industry. So I think she knows what she is talking about because who be cry and I say we've no experience. Yeah, TTB. Say obi befa artist ebia obebone hoka. Obe signing no na afi obebo modern aboa no ma wakwa kodum pempen so bia se be yemfa ne se wadua aduaba bi ewo fom na wagugu so a tobo amanyi na afi aso aba na nka edu time a o feel say wo nso betumi ate bi edin okay obehu ane se obi fofra na se bibia bebom na che se want to me enya ejuma we and went to me enya home fasobia and I think we've seen a couple of people and as producers or artist managers and all that complaining about these things enti bi ono so ahwemu ahu se na I don't want to go that road and I always say Africa na say before so no one thing na ayekta kan say nyankopon fa ne boa on tonentem but traditionally ni de one sha
and the
agrobe di o twen huhum bi anim so what you say nti e bi ono so atena se hu se ehu anase nipa show that side of the religion than normal Christianity because e to me bi enema bi wo ha paper so keke na wa sign nti onipa no o hye na se ebe ha na e bi wo no mo crass that time no de ne court anase we bia twema mentwe still enkonkosi be bia sa nti we ni de ye de kosua bofom ye de snap ayeden so nti one kasa wo ba no so because na me bisa me bra peyin quick I say what if the person is a Christian but at the end of the day I think that's the requirement of her label.
Okay.
We na me ye wa ha say. O ba say e we ni akwan na wo be fam. Wo je tumu a. Wan kasa wo di uti kokko hyase a. Eno no eye wo choice. Obi anye den amfor so. Enti no I think say that's what she feels say or yeah, obetumi a protecting investment to her. Enti wonso wo ko na se wo hwe na se wo betumi e follow emra na ono e hye ato honom na. It's up to you. Bia na you know, over the years, you know, other things didn't work, but who knows? Maybe the traditional way. Because there are most people pa jobi say obeboa obi akwa kodu baby na fe ebe to nkechire mu no na fe ono ho na ono ba kire wo say sebi wo kura wo bu mi fa but time a wo hwie sika gu ne ho producers your friend is saying managers bebre wo ho no me ka omo bo wo mo artists ho video kra baako wo studio ko ne ade
promotion
enya easy because one gasa obetumi ayanka one fa ho anko say management ase nti wo de wo ho akwa hye musa na nipa ne boa wa etete wa na ukodu baabi ono nso benya biedi na se wutwa ne disa etomi bia eyeya nti no I feel say Miss Bell no eyo no ni way or person or protecting investment
beyond Miss Bell no who is as an industry a problem a tie is here. Do you think say way a solution a betimi aboa amasa na mana you tie face network?
To me, they are not necessary. Because and then internet makers a your no choice. Or no feel say or that way a bebuano.
Okay.
But bia or being so no on a regular he or she might not be facing, you know, what you know other people are talking about. Until at the end of the day, no your choice. And yeah, by force to say bia na unso betumi use Bible. Or no na use snap. Bia no be the Bible. Obi so the court. Until you look at things and you see what you feel like will work for you. And then you go along with that. But I wouldn't say it is something bia the whole industry should na tradition. Or no believe and the tiny record label. Into their own social wujidino. Now why yeah.
Made I say catch no I didn't share. I said the Ausha wujidino. Now so wafa now washabon. Ugo so share Adom TV and a show no a Showtym. Me didn't kojo king. Me wa pamfo na me and that minya ba kwano so ababe join me at the nua vide aduchum wa the PR of the Benetton Music Group. Bim. Bada.
Boss.
Akwaba.
Me da say.
Oh, why for papa?
Me da.
Oh, hairstyle no. I for pie. Nyanko Pusha so about the kind. Chairman Coca. Memra also.
Boss.
Odie. Ejuma uwumu. One artist be daily. Unim hawa. Ebi a bo artist so you're ungrateful. Any be at the other side of management. So near maybe or money ye. Ushe scene we are. What would be your take on everything that happened over there?
I think sir. A Miss Bell experience.
Okay.
Any send ya carbon say say old artists no omo emwa young ones ni bi and omo ye reinvestment. But I believe say be a traditionalist until ono decided say obeko that path of traditional line. But me make us say one of the things that MY is the economic value of projects na what is the economic value?
Okay.
How long is the contract? What times and our share investment? What times now share say ubenya return on investment? How do you want the contract to end or so ubenya contract and say do ha you be search mu ayesa?
Okay.
So here DN na wo said die. Say wo ye. DN na wo be hia na wa ye wa said die.
Okay.
Artist no na said die ni den. Die na wo hia so ye man now. Some years ha no many nyina wi a. Say normal say baako eti say onya say the shishim penalties ni say no man. But a ho ne problem no.
Okay.
Ye value and respect contract in the term dia na e hollow. What you say? Enti yes, we are yakoi. Say me as one day me so meji Christ to me. Dey wie ni asan na me say me kwa so yakobo. Na ma so makope osofo. Ne aye revival say ya cleanse ya na ye go see.
Okay.
Enti yes. As much as why we no. Emra ben e wo Ghana laws mu e na recognize it. What you say? Yes, more sign a contract. Contract ni validity e wo ho. But to what extent na de mo ye no e applicable to law?
Okay.
What you say? E believe any sanoma. But how say wa violate o court ana u ko dua na mo abon. Na o kona bosom no no ni ho ana we What you say?
Okay.
So I feel say omunim de omaye. I feel say yen busa e hu say nyom no any artist no or what it takes to do what Miss Bear requires our country. Once sad DNA is well defined, you have any problem.
Ebi mo so fene ehu ni say asay hype. Omo yes asin no na aba be nkomodie na true that no omo dia a launch boy no. Artist need ni kwaku shy. Ono no wasem na ye kan na Miss Bell assign na omaye saa ne ma we nyina no. Eti mbese mbusa say artist yi say trend na oma sha da hyehyɛ say omo ye ana say de omo ye no reality.
On say in your music space no o hear conversation and o start a conversation so to me sustain the conversation with the content.
Okay.
Any talkability, any relevance, na performance of the song no so aba.
Okay.
Any you consistently being in the line because on say who call above the line good who drop it below the line over drowning and it's about money. Inti dear now be yes, ebetumi aka part of omoye no utie nyum na na ye bo wase na. I believe say abrante ne nyum na na ye bo ade na se no and it fits the setting. Me first me hu ye na me feel say because of a nyum no nyum no ye prepare no for more of the homo war ne sa no man.
Okay.
And nti no mo call sa setting and I say Ghana months omo cultural beliefs this and anything omo sign sadi and san to create a certain pattern to adore omo culture and to inform say ye free ha ye chinie say ni ya de but anyhow omo be ya abrantie no numi bi ani achi a obetumi aye na adwuma a china nsunsanso bi e ba no be okay.
Okay. Oka enso edina drink she aba menko vida nso na memusa vida say yeji Ghana ye traditional ne mani di pa ebi aba fi say be a joke but ochina bi na bi asan ba betena he ya na ye ka ehun nsusanso e de aba artist no so eno ti memusa vida say ba bi ya bedunu ni say no more spiritual and I was it necessary impose say on ba be show ye inside because Ebi me your Christian me belong to a different faith. Me yes man. All we care for is the contract and the details. Was it necessary the spectacle na omo put to your
I think sir we need a former. You can tell sir Miss Bell is on a mission.
Okay.
Aside the talent and nyom to no. She's on a mission say or draw youth back to traditional beliefs.
Okay.
This is not the first time I walk kotna nsuo bi ho and now didn't rebi or incantations be just to bring omanfo drink to it.
Okay.
Now, wakasa so etia asofo bebre. Per onwane personal experience. Into any given opportunity be obenye bi an obe pese obe train spirituality any traditional name abem just to draw your attention say ye wo law ni wo ho but there's also a viable alternative and ye traditional beliefs no. Uye no an yomo ye enkosi bebia enka
What's that?
And country because who is say or ye ni religion I say or practicing
okay.
Omo minority. I quite say LGBT for any moments beyond being they want to throw the colors around and let you know say it is okay to feel trapped in a certain body and proclaim say oh you're bema but feel trapped in a woman's body. And it's a concerted agenda. Ya to ye watonebo na or
okay.
Sa agenda no just to make it seem okay, which I feel traditional belief in the you okay. Say na nanom or more practicing and so when you the talents no ebekata so as if say you new agenda bia I don't feel say okay sir. But there are fundamental things are the conflict eba artist any label in them. Cause you know say sikasem wo way or feel say oko YouTuber when you 1 million views. A discuss saying eba contract I want to sign on mun chamfa so ne pe. And on all bemuno wetietie anyomtofo stories who say me did 6 months we adwuma nim na me to Benz. And to all ban there's this perception say was so timi enya ahunya die bi within a certain period. And ti say wo ba na be tradition. No the expectations no when meet in terms of flashy things na or ideas are and no so ba ono artist ni be wana into kitten. And how are Miss Bell like treating an artist you could tell say omo ye into commercial business. Ebia na nuntino wo artist no wa compromise wa ma neme bi anka wo mpesa wo be ye kra ne chinchina because for commercial reasons ebia no gina ho yosofo bi ba but essence so hia sa anyo moano to venture into the business and was say okoswai so ayimuni ade nyanya asan kom ni ehwe powder bi egu form ni nyina aka ho bi but obenya grounds no onya ni music video ni ebo wa Adom TV onya radio airplay bia afi sa enhye na ye hye ne ses chinchina everything has to be deeply rooted in traditional name or de ne ho pa ubo na sha say the conflict eba so the fundamental things in which is creative control and a financial sikasem no that is where Miss Bell needs to spell it out clearly to our brand and say ejuma ni saying it here but aside that this is just a charade for me to be honest.
Okay Vida so Ed na adwia ba before see a be moving on we person we share no from this side you will say artist na kusai wa kantem say manye we saying to me I don't know say bia a label no so swai say yenso ye de oba na ye promise say o say ye be talk amount ye be promote onyum na say no yenso ya anya say nya and I've not seen any video like that it me musa say artists no nko no akantem akeka niema gu ne ho so yenim times most of the times artists ni feel labels no so and yes some you ungrateful but the labels if really some be omo part of the bargain and unti a whole side no so
me so me hu video bia label no se me so me swai e fan we se mentimi na me hu ye but as it stands now no akoya se ono abrant ono hia mmoa it is say we hia money aka tro say bowura dan we mu definitely no be bowura sa dan ni hoping say ubenya emmoa bia ye den efrimu and aside traditional name maye mate so mo na radio stations are bia na nkeka abrantie ne nko ahoden anka onya sa access no but because Miss Bell a legend wo industry ntina it I feel as though ohia mmoa anything bibi obeye bi e de mmoa ne beba no he will go for it but me who say label no and so aye commitments be no until that comes back to the contracts because you know still what is on paper no is what is going to hold. Into the open paper no, I felt that one also should have been made public. But because there is an agenda to push that traditional thing, that is why so we have to go back to the paper and what the paper is saying.
What are the terms of conditions?
Mami Musa no be ye hu a branch no say because who nsem de e bia we so I say mo ye we nyama me na me feel label no so a say ento me. But label no so in a case say almost omo nyom niema abrante na free so a ebie so ai na was ai na betimi anya so aso no so
ensun sanson de wo ho once when ye didie agina ho no waji atum se de ye bia na enye adwuma e na umusa wo se sika no kra de ma no free na bai de ma wa ye adwuma na free what if free buso no a ye kosu an no ma ye no say eno de dey ato asesa fa ye adwuma na afi so okra ji unsema na obebusa what are the terms of engagement
okay
DNS or ye ma social media YouTube what are the percentages at what point that the percentages changes who free label no so a social media handles na ya musical rights na ya performing rights
in social media handles these days are better than a conflict.
Yes, and I make us into contract, you know. At the end of the day, paper na say lo to 6-7 people there. Paper now, me pa to video ni enhwe. Paper na ye no table no so no. As a brown paper, as a paper beer, yedia manchi brudu, as a baby, yedia.
And send the details in here.
Eh, me, I didn't especially, and you send your bayano. Into time men or can ye? Lawyer Ben, a witness man. No. And now, all my kind of what and your home there witness man too.
Yes, because be a
spiritual OBM.
Where would they be all my own background? But the spiritual aspect of it.
Nothing make us because of the spirituality, no. So maybe be a dead. Because a video no paper name you.
Oh, say a paper. Where a book and casacra, a document. Yeah. And your paper. Oh, paper and is binded to paper. Oh, yeah, correct paper. Document. You want paper. Yeah, flip. You. And I can't. I know what sign.
A brandy. Send your pick your maui. A June somewhere. What I'll do.
Because, catch me. Me was say, why the dinner for the boy with respect to the homicide of the thing? ABA document or the man and lawyers. I'm a mushroom. But a buy you so I saw no quantity swai, which could be unfair to the guy. ABA no or live with genuine reasons, but the spiritual tie now a word true.
That one there it's very true. And I also say, it do some na as an upcoming artist. And as an underground artist, I will pay baby do tiasha. Most of the time, we don't think about these things. I say, do or die. I will get out there and I say, me to me, I be a star. At that moment, that's all you're thinking about. And that's what most of the time, the problems about at the end of the day. Because as much as ABIS starting, how artist managers need go through like ungratefulness with this artist. Artists need being so no. Sign say ebi wo honum kra contract na da ho no kra most of the time ono ane lawyer mponi ho. Ye de ya tro e de ama no ono feel so at the end of the day all I want is somebody to help me to put the music out there. But one thing we don't think about is the future. See there upo bi manaba but ebedu baby sika best start aba eniema best start akoye no na wunya yanka some terms and conditions we were contract ni mu a enka one fa won san yede am fan shase and spiritually no so ene ye kan ye no me hu say bia record label no swear so what you say but I am sure say no at that moment and as an artist no at that moment no I think say be artist original we unsa.
Sure.
All right. As much as ABI, you are desperate or whatsoever to make it in the music industry, no, until you know what you are getting yourself into. Until it's either say one kasan so no bear says who say a day I made me who shame and net dear me and so bang and a beba so. But the one kasan would know when I went to me and journey for yourself. Na se wonso I don't know se wonso ye traditionalist I wonso one pe wo de no man ba be tai wachi na se wo fa the other side no kwa na wo de wo hu kokohye ma wala
Kujokin.
Yeah,
I don't get it, Charlie. We are trying to go international. So imagine these visuals popping up somewhere, even though a label a local, I'm sure they want to open up and have collaboration from the international scene as well. If these visuals get there, then a interpretation.
When I say it's backward.
And then an interpretation now they must have international label, and I think so. I home be brain nam the ekosuya ase and they are looking at it. Bibi untoward because see a brand na ye tremu na ya. Obetimi the blame na ma wo say niema ma me koye intina. And as on one kasa crampo na ebusuafo obetimi asori so it was unnecessary on Miss Bell's part to have this display. Because no boy no nim a comma a dinner when it comes to being a star. Maybe the family might not understand that level of a comma a dinner so opie na man for huno. It's a BBC ebusuani beti omuhu egum say. Ni oma me de hye ye ntina say akoba. So if we strive to go international now, yeah, new money be wa. My look, and say we could have been discussing guy in a single beer, release and then the whole shenanigans. And I'm
the title.
I don't even know the title of the song.
And you're not a
boy.
Bakushai. No engineer no wine. Omo record o studio ben.
Me da asikoka, me mpanifo akasa o machro madwen efa eye kwaku shai, Mezbel new artist any ekwan ofa so na traditionally o man ni so aye. We wish them well because omo gidie yenso ye wo ya dwenche ya kye ya dwen but ye pa de sasumdwe ebeba na o kina bi ye metena ha na ye ma meka bibi se bi a omo ye no bibi aye de ese uguso Showtym dwumadie mama ga sali ene hosted and betinam akonya no aye de amano Darling Lemon Star Beer Kumasi Bitters any Stomagard ene di dwumadie boy echi doma ye de ba me twa me ho aba ye ba enkomo bebre wo ha me ne me mpamnifo e de besomo me da se wanko ba bia na uguso Adom TV Showtym me je sure say o Star Beer esi nchen chilled na o Darling Lemon so esi one corner chilled Kumasi Bitters enso si corner chilled na so yam ye ya now the stomach guard na de awon na esi bia esi me twaso a the next story da me pronso ye nuamba efua santoa na efua santoa se unim no ana se obekai no a ye nuaba na odi kan ye ne friend Guinness Book records activities on your no be a singaton e kroma 2023 December in fact o ma krom ha the year pa me ankasa metia kojokin we spend 3 nights e wade na because na de in fact na the year celebrate to see Ghana nyina na ye ball na chidom e na ye owie no ne nsantimi anka abodin no but osan ye so obesan akobim wakọ the second time a ye hwe say nyame ya adoma ne nsa ebetumi aka na after we nu nyina no yate nkomodie bi kasaye bi abamu ababa be ye nkomodie a amanfo ekire omadwon nyina ne se one eye na Romeo koye interview bi e wo Accra FM na omudi nkomo no mu am no e na asem bi a afu akan se wanya bibia na amanfo fi se ade no ye no or the state fans e na ye ebi mu class ya channel car V8 ebi mu say ya channel apartment ni nyina no enye no kre na emom no ono ne onya ya ye mremu aduro asa oni si a ye de maw eno no onya ye na no kra na som ne buyi panti no oguso kipu ewo fi a na host ni se o enti wa anya sika bia no si akire wote se sika ni items bi buy but enye ni nyina na ye de ba bedi no ho na nkomo ebeye ade ebeye nkomo pa ye se sa emremu aduro no former vice president the flag bearer of the MPP Ojina Frank Anim Etuma MPP Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and the brand te be nkomo sa na Dr. Ba ho no mo a wa ma hwe emremu aduro pe e no de buy amanfo nso buy e be kire ye evidence so there be enye no nko an ko enemu sika eni aduane nsuo ne nsane ade bebre ye de eka ho ene de buy ye nuaba no esan ya another interview wo UTV and our admisses ya kire no say ene sika bi ni ade ye de buy but na initially not onya we enkomodie different angles ana amanfo asomo ye de omoka yenso ye betena so na ya kire ya dwene wo ho ka kire me sure say ene enkomodie wasuguso nuaba afua enkomo ye de ekoso how a bibia turn out no what follow say na o say e wo ho
okay could you some way in particular na say fua asanto some way I think I was one of the people or started this whole thing because I think she was the first person or started the Guinness Book of Record the and I can say the number of people that rally behind her none of the other contestants, and I said none of Obi and who Ghana how yes onya that kind of support.
Okay.
Because o share baby no ya de na esio to we a bo hu na ni page na honom celebrities ekoye ekokoboan and I think say ni nyina ya ade bia she should have appreciated. I'm sure she appreciates that but I feel say excuse me to say yenuan all kasadodo. Fee say this whole singathon and way by I mean constantly. I say, or near my be or no more, be on say about social media. I say, come here, or yema, a fame, nene, new yam shy, the man, or yema, ne one iodine, afuni pakakra. To me personally, I felt that it was totally unnecessary. Ye bisa question. So what I say? Oh, ebia omampeni, and I said 10 times omampeni abedi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eba honum ebia obabe he came to support. You don't necessarily have to mention say oh oba no de your friend is saying minimudro.
According to
no, we also had say buku your friend is saying a place for them to rest at your friend is it Royal Saint Ebuki and also mao. You say a hifampo one hotel being so like that. I send a bag of crack or a cocoa and also you stay there to add almost the Ubeka Bibia can near Onipana but who said that single out something say oh ebia minimudron kwan or the man yeah not just say he's not a small person. Dr. Maumba onye nipa ketwa as a vice president betutu ne nine empo aba baby a wo ye eno kra ye nyonyam hye kese because there are so many people that book appointments with him and no kra no omonye den but they felt that you are doing something great for Ghana, for the fact that you are not even a musician and you and your team thought about this and you are doing this for the whole nation. They came to support. And see, for you to say those things, and I felt that it was totally uncalled for. To me in country, me say, team. When it comes to finances, team. Na mudi SS.
Me just so what can say be on kwana hode, but say I'm a coming sir. It was no cre. No cre and walk.
That's why you have a team around you. So what I say, and your kwana oye. Ain't no say me I believe say a can't team sa automatically. It was say you have to know something about it. When I just said that the kind of people you surrounded yourself with no crown, they cannot be trusted.
Yeah, no, I can't.
They cannot be trusted. And from what I heard, the money your friend is saying, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia didn't buy and ye did see wukunu. And I say, oh papa, eso. And these are people that are very close to you. And see how come and I sabe bema would danechi. Yedi sika say bro na sabe besine. And say because I think say on in an interview on YouTube, now or say a friend say see yes and kasa sika no krano. She knew nothing about it, which I think say a more rem kakra. Whether it's true or not, there's something wrong. And I think so on one kasan any team, the people surrounding me, all kinds at least that then you admitted say some money like that about team when I say a honor me expectation could be apologizing there. And not try to apportion blames or try to I say stretch the whole thing because say even if senka utim no na oni omobedelia papa ne de wa ye na afemudi sabi nti ennyonyama o de share wo no enye because asem yi buy no as straight bullet be ka papa no e won chen eno so be ye den ma openyin bi kra tie kire na youth bi sorry and so obi si oye bi ya obesi amanfo bebre your friend is saying enshira kwan because of yes so buying wins intimate no me I feel say he should come out and apologize because I've not heard apologizing to the man and I think say she should come out and apologize after that on one kasanhwe within the circle no woman because if you are in such a team Obi best with such a friend who needs an enemy. With such friends there, who needs an enemy? There was on Ankasa training team.
With that secretary about team no assembly they were better. In fact, 2023 team there. omo nyenyenye chasa enema ni bia omo de ye no ade no enye ni nyina mpo no betimi ayeden aka ewo ho ena about say bia amanfo fe say okasa dodo no okan say perception wa bontin no ekire say we use state funds or my sika ana de ye sa dwumadi no ebi say ato V8 amano ebi say ato edan kra eden amano no si bo bibia sa anyede ensiye enu tina ho behia say obeba no aba be kasa nti san komonum no ana efan yi aba be pium a yenso ye kasa
ba kojo enka ebetumi esi ho a obisa wasam na ebia ye ma me V8 ana se yensi edan bia ma me na emomo no ebia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia why you don't even have to mention whatever it is that you did to me ye bisa na ye ube na American ebia papa na eboa me pa na emomo no as to like go into details as well obia to me who call interview ye bisa but obia amfase kan ense o minute say you have to say certain things
catch me that some memra vider ho na me musa ne say afua on that first one na me de me call ho asem yi wo hwe adwuma na odi e wo boot no mu na enye easy ebi we ana obre kra na ye de na ekọ ne break na you could see say or exhausted it e ba no o keep records of obi abechema de enya de a obetimi di nani ayede ato saa de no ho no edi so obi kas okase na niam ani bi wo ho a onima meje now oni team na ye dwuma yen hwe team no so wetimi aka say team no oba faili eye afua santoa inini ekoso enyina mu ana
Kojokin, kasate se Singapore no enrechi ya na siye. It's been 2 years ni.
Wasan another one.
Ushe booth ni muna. Why busy nti wenhua in 2 years obi ntimi ni wendi nkomana. Matina yesterday efwa santoa life ne test for stardom. Se obeji din hu su come din no e sha say free tete. Because on one kasa babe catch and say wa commento da wa ko GMB da wa san ye pageant da nti at every step bia no opese o level up na onu kwa na nim level opese o duru at no I'm just enu na ama na ehunu se bebia we duru sisi the success na Singaton no dia mano no is enough for her to leverage on it or the next stage.
Okay.
When because ocean abra bonnie in terms of your space na they be any say so ohri obi so why be na oware che do ntimi hri mfa na beti so and you were trying to jump over vice president abeti so for all the things are omoye ma any saying yaka ye hu photo mu mfoni mu say ye di sika ene niema hye wonsa ya ukunu ene abusuafo gina ho wo si there bi Besine untimi nye a simple post crank say na minye hu ye na fe na mehu ntimi acknowledge say sene beka ma busuansa nti de meka e bia no momfa nche ukohwe ni page o sa hye wabufo kra or to post bi basa bi sports ne namu na we asa de wo ka no onte meanwhile it's a whole ex vice president na sabi we good ni hu fi to that level ni team ya okay na same time I think say media name mass adwin mass obeye live video me share sa video no e mo kan ye say enye se ne password na yeraye na mom ni team fo ni bi fa na chi etro Guinness fo ne say bi ntima mo mfa sa abasobode na abodni krata no e ma ono she said it intima sha say and Trono Efrehin Kusin because you told us say Lucy password and now you do another video say and semi work no Osha say oka Ghana bebutu they didn't kind say password anyera name mu team phone bi ne fa wachi any Guinness phone ko din komo Kojokin say abia aba bedri we've seen the photos if you mean well what is stopping you from making a simple tweet to clarify their ekoso wegu anu echi wasan gu Socrates hu fi onu ana odi mutintimaya all train niema de bro making sure say obey okay boot a wo hyem sa asase na wo te so krampo na wo di sa adwuma say 5 days say 6 days no sabi you dey high wa na ka ho aketua etisen social currency a vice president visit edemawo ye wie ye hwa ambassadorial deals a uso aya besi ene so the entire egina so ema o sa tourism ambassador no when di ho nia I've said say you're stripping it off sa ambassadorial deal no
I would say
no
say
because yet Chef Smith have been waiting 35 days was so gas sa 35 days when num ne da. And there was a whole TV station at Tennessee. A child 35 days. They were running shifts. They said, "You're security men." Only for you to come and tell us, "Say, Guinness and smile, baby." And obey a video team is you. And being the Ghana that we are, it's not saying you're Boko be seen. Nobody has asked Chef Smith as him. Meanwhile, Uncle Fua, my dear moi, Nana Bro and sister, a catchy dear boy. So you just ask how we are when obi genuinely ohia moapa why ne be sorry or penny ben e be di echedi sam wana amount it was say ye bibi na ye nse na ho say mo de Chef Smith boni ache na onu kwa de say aka ma ko feedi nipa but when it dear strip it because who ton Ghana and at every level there's too much inconsistency or one answer somebody out to move. How can such a person sell ye my Ghana?
Me share on say yen consider the team non so allegations now making it kakra because OTA on another Romeo interview no or make he say sikadie what is say be by and a chedie by but bebre mekanisa ofi osi otimika o kan say bu ho no mo a wa hye efo asanto t-shirt ana wo grants wo etie bi obi ba obetimi e de esi so so ampa say so ampa say the team ni bi nso ayefo so ade na omo nso yem finger because they are also part of the problem
t-shirt ni enton kantamanto mu na mko printing mu ade to mu na mo control on nipa mo de be ma no say onjinhye anye bia obi akeke na mo de t-shirt ni ma no say onje no hye no fendi dwuma ma wana on gratitude way ono na hu ne se e wo se wo mo ani duru mpempensuo bi no eduru o hwe sam pempensuo na no wa hwe ho aseda na de ama it shouldn't be like that wo ko gina 3 days ne se oto aye enwuma oh into what or quantify emoa na then it looks as if aside bi wo animtia chan aside bi it shouldn't be like that oh, once ani pana say ni brabe gina honom wache wo bibi say ye minimodro say ye nsuo say ye den there's contribution ani pana ye they be I always say eya na wo adwumakuo bi mu kra sometimes cleaners ubu omanimtia but one praha untimi ntina ho ni mama ni ye you get it into sa onja our expectations too much expectations ne do so nti sa ade no ye no mimi hu ne say it was meant say e be good Dr. Baumia ehufin because ye show level na what two motorcade ni cars be 2-3 di wechikwa na minimudro na utimi di ko so ababa wa ye Ghana ni asene say o try so be breaking record ama wi ase nyina atene nka u denti papa
na the team no so man kan kire
na nti wukuru na oda wachi de bia no pa wo sori afifie no wantimi an kan kire say anytime a wo be call your friend is saying interview bia sa issues we pop up wa ukro ya say atene ba bia u google crap an unu say go say what benefit so by now you should ask your husband say aden na sansem say me adults on internet so sa wo so den na wo kafa ho wo de say wo say ukunu ni twa atro papa twa atra infoni ni ba ye no so a de be na wo kafa ho. So, in a nutshell, strip her off.
I would try. Nipa. Who asem kanye. Ya na neka kanaka crap. Na meka say before some about chairman ko kaso no. Singaton de idea Ghana for eso mu yepa. Multimedia. Sa dana na dwono. Adom TV Showtime. You could take live coverage. Our grounds one. Mia kojoki na metimubi. After that, it's now me free 5 a.m. the next morning because na idea yin na ye just see a best support to yin ya ba. Nti me say, ene ma ekoso no, enya de ye manika. I we senka ya medu ha ye keka wonsem. Memra chairman kokas. By your man ambassador after there wo ye no. Say ma ambassadorial appointment for adibia wire ye dream say a sombo na ubetimi agina so e de atomana is it not enough an honor
Oh, yeah, person kumenya obeda enough amount. Na ambassador deal and the man no, Yakob ball games were Equatorial Guinea. Yansan coaching. Yansan chino.
That's saying.
Ah, no nka football team na Equatorial Busano.
What's the chino?
Ah. Now then I'll call interview on can Bonena or Woodin.
I say Coca the different dimension.
Musano, no video I'm the
Musano. I say what be me to different level.
Now say we say ambassadorial deal. And ambassadorial deal ne do copy baby or copy. And a dear no koya ni eche no. Yeah, chi Musano say a ball tournament no call hono. Dear ni ko see wo.
Oh, I know the news. They say what break.
Any news. Anata oba say no oba so be go obi hufi. So oba so be goofy. Enti say ye bie door no ye gu ye hufi. So oba so be goofy.
Kabote ko kan yam.
Debi oba so be goofy. Asama mi busan sa me boa.
I know the me gina hay. Topic e da me so me discuss no. E dey say ambassadorial deal. Yeah, the manwa. Is it not enough an honor?
And I'm so be you're ungrateful. A better enough, man. Obia, a do baby. No, Obu account town for a channel menino. Oh, full society power or credibility. I do some cranable. I do some baby acon. Near general support too. Ne. How can you be so ungrateful to Ghanaians? Unim baby and for free air drive bar ho. Unim for a bar ho a boa. Say one benefit ungrateful. Or paying for equity and to value now. Hotel no call in your calculation. Baby or die. When you're feeling room, stars or you or them on near hobby. In from a pair ban yen. How can you be that?
What happens to allegations from public say? Wa make sika from a singer tono, a BC a chene dine, a BC a man car, while you use state funds, which are serious allegations.
And your allegations, or can be social benefits. One, baby or call ye, a you know, Tia saying,
a Aquaba village.
O Tia saying, Kios na a bo man on, living cemetery na a bo man on, Cajun, send Utia. Saying UTI, air condition or bomb UTI saying. Medical team now for a connecting man on the same UTI. A Dianina near the brain, sponsorships near the brain, UTI VAT was so. No money at the man, UTI gift tax was so.
Okay, I mean, one medical team no counts. I video no say actually no percent of money drew bonnet. Near rational in the hospital. People should go and look. And I say, Nipana air can the credibility ne be ni ho. No when you value the higher equity. Busane say, no man mi busa ni nyina. Sponsors near manu, how many of them can to me da o mase? Ebi ni go question no man o mo de ba no. O question no man o mo de ba no. Na oni Rome ya kwahye hwe be interview say o ba be krokro John. Ya fifi ye ni o.
Oh, so oni Rome ahye.
Na we enye no man.
How do you know say oni Rome ahye? Say ne.
Ma me no
be a interview.
Okay, what was the reason for the interview?
Okay, to me, where I sit, me tie then some kind of a man for a create a narrative. Say what benefited from a singer tono our year.
Or your PR aspect.
Number one.
Or your PR aspect. Or per se or answer question now. Or letterhead. No I then. What address it? Say ni say. Udo biase. Unya say ni say. No e jawo. Me pa cho enya sa. Ba o person o chire nsem no trending. Hey. Onu fame no Ghana mo anfa fame na ma no o ma mo na wo oba so o pe fame no anyhow anywhere where the money go dey I feel Santua can't tell us where the money go dey say o pe kwan eja wukunu a don't use Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and MPP to do your thing. If you want to accuse somebody, don't use... No, take it. If you want to do your own thing, don't do your thing. No, if you want to do your issue... How...
Hello, Coca. Coca, I would say, and Commander Yedino, asem abayi nyina what interest because you be say questions na emuaya de aba but baby a chairman dem fail dem mesre no adaroma baby a dem fail dem mesre hot no hot because me Me ni fact be our dear, yeah, can ho.
About fact say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Me pacho me ba. Me ni fact be our sad na or can.
Everybody was making sure.
Koka wo tre me pacho. Memo, you talk, but obwase. Me ni fact be a ewo dia all can ho. Asam na aba na ye within the creative space. Esan say ye nyina ye tie me I was there. And until you nyina ye discuss it. Eti slow baby or dey fan there. Me so ya no anya bote. When ya bote.
Na sembi anandi bibia. Only Dr. Mahmoud Baumia no onye na ade. That's what I'm saying. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm saying that if you have your own personal agenda, o person okoswa, take the honorable man out.
I'm interested in the arrest. What happened?
No. Oh. And come any topic.
Oh yeah, we are member of it.
Into Mr. I know there. Oh, so Adom TV Showtime. Jumade koka eufia vida aduchumwa.
What?
Aduchwa boatin eufia. I don't know my boatin. Aha, vida aduchumwa boatin so fia. And a catch
only social
pretty GH. Also fia me so me din the Kojokin. Na entertainment who discussions any Jumade star beer. If you wanna be a star, on my beer, star beer. And a Kumasi beaters. Or also, what beaters here? Nice a Ghana Hanum Nubra, any other near the Kumasi beaters. And so a bombachi and an adrimity her. And a stomach so Uyafunu, a ya. Uyafunu ya, a dra, o de con, a stomach guard, a bo Yafunu by. Yari be a rema, cool. No, a kicking outside. Omo nomdi Jumadi Bremi. Me try me huaba. Me ba TGMS. Omo the nominees list naba. Any other stories. Yedeba besom. Mo akwa babium eba Adom TV. Aha is Showtime mediane Kojokin. Member in the bia no watch ba Ghana aha no bia hwe. So pe ani je semwa tia. Sani abetia se ni apensem mu amoatu no kure wo mu a. Na na esa odi TV no. Eto Adom TV. Na last week, and a Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Be a nomination list for the 26th edition of the Ghana Music Awards. No? Na artists are omunya nominations. Congratulations to all of them. Mwabo Ejuma, said the year and the review 2024. No? Mujuma dia mudi no aso Ghana for any asanso aso TGM for any ti oma famo say ye betom so aba na ya dwendwen ho na ya bomo abaso. Now I say eba as usual a lot of conversations. Why they deserve say obewo mu na own deserve say obewo mu na be kasa bebre. TGM for open window 1 week window I think say awu ene. Oma open window a ye say so face say bibi anko ye na wo bibi ese ode ba input bi obi ana ese owo mu a wan mamu obi afi so omo a on deserve a for facts ebra o mama omo email address abetim di atom na board na transfer say no kre wasam na o ka no ensempa wo mu a yebetimi afa na ye de aye adwuma ensem bebresi na ba ko a edi tintinman pa eye abrante Kimpaluta eye chairman koka the favorite person Nenyo makuma ufa babia o makuma nyame ya hwe papa pe bia manya a eho amanfo kra se eye profane nanso enye profane o say hwe pa mape bia manya bado sa amanfo adwenbone enti no mo ma edete ho no no mo de ne mo pa ede ahye ho makuma a make cat no na amanfo akasa makuma de enum ye enum e fa babia obia tiso and I was on a popular awards it ba ne saying ena makuma ya tie na yemra fie ne mebusa abadwafo say overall nominations aba the TGMs any issues be ba ko to say Kimpaluta makuma missing in the action or mu ne say memra vida so na ono na wa ben award scheme be pay and kind no ye PRO for 3 music awards and it mean call vida so say yes Telecel Ghana Music Awards almost a nomination list na I mean artists will make it to various categories your take on overall awards on any Paluta de media be woman.
Okay, can I mean in the corridors of what's the Kosovo board session. No. Now there was a way and I make casa.
Okay.
But me Ben me Remo, my year 3 Music, Masai Ghana Music Awards Europe.
Okay.
So I know the heated arguments at a cost for a boardroom. You have people pushing on opinions so hard.
Okay.
Others a bit to me I fall out because it be no day change. But then at the end of the day, there was some making sure say near reflected science any data or mountain. So they say a back crater. So kudos to Charterhouse. I mean 25 years and over. I mean on my home thing. Now the bit on Kim Paluta no, I think say ni PR team no esla cake akra. When talks of say enyumna ayakoye edwamasem ebeto abontino.
Okay.
I was expecting the PR team to push the agenda, the lyrics of the song no agenda no further. Now because ebe PM say because ebe wo ho nya dia esefata say ebeda bedwa no. Na ka all submitting no at least push the lyrics also in addition, not just the song.
Okay.
But lyrics no, but it looks as if say ebedane trend bi keke e no more relax ya na afi die e hit mo harder makwa cultural home petition e dey akono. I feel say looking at enyom na juma no is a little unfair for him to miss out because as a Makoma no crash even though Asidani good.
Yeah.
Makoma no feels as though I can see. There's also the thought say a political song. Because amanyo could be di juma. I don't feel say no a belittle a juma sa anyom be if for anything grampuna a picture move to another audience crana a be or on your typical friend saying hip life person grampuna a be sa upper echelon no.
Nani how can you make reference on former deputy minister for the creative arts and tourism ministry no honorable Mark Okrekumanti e kan opiece of say and no cry can be now face say MPP you know
Ojama pundits no and not being your core members of PR team no there's a way I will analyze it and I will also free ni team no so kan wasema there are some add-ons be a bit enriched conversation and they left it
okay
and omuja honom sana de obi a person obekin bia eno kan so far no there's a lot of talk about with the entire nomination. I feel say over the years no Oma downplay Stone Boy ni vocal prowess. Say a ban on the vocal power the tonyom no. For a very long time, it looks as if say a man form any enko papa.
Okay.
But will be a one melodies pa will be a voice ni mudaho looking at genre no or yenoa. I mean you can't take Stone out for a very long time. Shut down who say you're nominating was a male vocal performance category. And it's always the dancehall reggae bit now.
But I always submit.
Oh, of course.
For that particular
yes, yes, because
this year you know or this submit here.
3 of the songs on the album, so Ekelebe is on the Jiggle and Wine.
For vocal, vocal.
For vocal, no.
Who said no? A particular song be out the best five.
Yeah, what's your album no?
Yes, but
what's your in your memories? What's in my body?
Yeah.
What's your annual? How do you rate the vocal performance?
It's in America say. And you know what they call it.
How do you rate the vocal?
Oh, you're solid vocalist.
Me draw a team attention to the fact say that I acquired the traditional categories reggae dancehall, maybe any video, be acquired best video artist of the year, but that bit on the vocal power now or the tonium because if he's able to garner a lot of nominations exactly. There should be that one song that a farmer because I say you're limiting it to certain genres a gospel and a slow song or submit but they should focus on lyrical power no need vocal power now a Stone Boy last year Manoji for songwriter of the year this year I didn't see that I'm 23 into me and Kosa category.
You know, when
asylum no I say ye ja obi ama ye boni hu dua wo ho no. I mean so if Asylum can make it through why not a song like Psalm 23 for the songwriter of the year? May draw team attention say it's not just the reggae and the dancehall bits there's that vocal power that Stone Boy has that is about time. Say ye be nominating of sa category ni hunu say to me one na sebi odi to nyom na wo share ne performance so call tour across the world, you know, from US to Canada to UK. And then to nyoma for weeks. But obejina UK stage in so performance on te break it crowd.
Okay. So because oh boy, you know, me mention best male vocal performance. Some more make it cut, you know.
Yeah.
You were Kofi Noel or say do not anymore they buy a do not fear. Emmanuel Judah or say Asida Emoji Music ahoden fufro I see Can I Live Joe Metal Oba Womba featuring Suminsula. Number 7 who say Stoneboy Nyombena, if you have that information, can Nyombena or the koi, because this category is technical.
Yes.
And there's a particular song.
Exactly. Then I feel say I also have issues with Senya Okana. One. What is say Dope Nation?
Okay, so you have back group
No, maybe. Oh, as now I can say,
yeah.
Dope Nation say you nominate you.
Yeah. But there's a research team.
Good. A hono, and I'm a person me address say.
There's a research.
Also, why a research? And who say in Crawford win a qualify?
Yeah.
Why be catch me say Dope Nation qualify because of my amount then permits.
Yeah.
Good. Say fella eba ewo makuma hono. Echere say enye say a profane. After making Mark damage the song on peace, no credibility or song peace no so no. Omoma Mark yes ejuma ni wie no. Omo buy almost
why na man here.
Almost say
why na man Mark yes
almost say
hello.
Ofa asida
Coca
na ofa
Coca
enyum mienu ni nyina no digital streams ni sa no ma no eya ye pe. So they decided to choose. Say ome choose one man. And I make her say, me makade bia say, say omu use data. Me who data da. You better draw graphs, but who numbers wo. Who percentage wo. Who say near draw. The ordinary rule aye no nim do aye. But there is nothing quantitative about the data they are giving you. Yeah. Share the data.
Yes.
Say empirical data me kura traditional media enunye. Empirical data me kura streams enye. Engagements, downloads, interactions nisu enye. This is the basis. Oye then decide ema ubi. Say o feel say because there is this analogy say ye the nation wa ebema double weight. Ebe undermine and I say it will sitting for chances. So, but now who do I? Why any allow artists, sa gagging of artists, any determining baby or munkoshe me nyahum. And Stoneboy asima okay, I have the same feeling that acquired to say you won't crophobia holier than thou. Omona voice. What metric no mudi determine say your voice is a male vocal. Your voice because ebi wo ha nipa na ye de ba mu no utumu say we ye pese ye na dom ene ye de ne ba. Because
Coca Abutre, we have to also be fair with the worker or my year.
We have not downplayed the work. Based on research.
Because
research away no say by now. What did you know to ja? Say me total research I mean this is the amount of songs me determine here. Traditional play ni oko digital media no ni. And now this is the criteria me use here. Sound crofo way and I'm the adwuma enemy way.
Is it a norm for all schemes? Our schemes.
Once you are using digital
data no.
Once you are using digital,
is it the norm?
We define the woman no. So mami who sample size. Any son now the science and data.
Mame, Coca Casan or Case, you're my honorable Cose, and you say information you are be our fat to be a minimum. Editor, I will ask questions now. One mammy, Ocase or Cose, and you know, a year piece of
yes.
And I'm with say, why a man or man? Was it why a man?
Once after politics, the song was brought back on the table as a political song to the point where Sanka said the song was not fit to even do that.
So that was politics. His reference was politics.
May say, once after politics, the natural song, and mind you, said Nyumuno was being used under contract. The right of the song to do. Say, ubi perform it, or yen a juma. So yen yuma udididi, ye politics, no. It's a month after the politics.
When this platform was
what you say? Now you discuss it. Now abeye 1. It was a wrong song for the candidates, and then 1, 2. Say Nyumuno and ye profane. It was damage enough.
Okay, but I know it could be another party. It could be another no. I know a party.
No, easy no say you consult you bit say or no.
No, I was I know they are all kind of for a political party. It's not about your music
space political party no.
Or say
or a PR Roma political party.
Or a member or a key member of the party.
Or then a card trail.
Okay, so another point is so another point is so say window a TGA ABA for corrections and omissions, no. Kim Paluta any the team a petition a TGA or we are sound number 2 a social media so Emma will be that's the right thing to do. And according to the PR of Chathouse, Robert Clano, or see entire by Monday, now official response from the TGA no Abba. As to why Kim Paluta said na komano or no there to him is the most popular song in Ghana. I don't see Adentina under the year of review. Adentina and to me I make it cut. And then na chairman ko kaka say onimse say na me now because to me there you na train Monday I the resource ebeba from
Monday ebeba o na bi ada why
Catchy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, by the upper so can be sorry.
I sided with Coca on release of data because in United you soon be access our login systems now. You pay radio stations, you know. You be so.
But Emra na mo 3 music house. Na mo dey sad data ne to abon.
So you know your ma your research team no. And the question should be biade but your ma won't file it.
Okay.
That was the
difference.
Won't file it
personally.
No, yeah, research and we upon request, no, unya ka ye betro because ye were research team out across the regions. Into ye name bia strength our regions. Into upon request ye be release your amounts say
okay.
Yes. Into that make us say na him say our login systems. I dey bia ye bought a buying to do say it's something that we need to get in the radio stations. And be ye boko juki nyom to so 100 times in 1 week again him say kakra we be da hono. We don't have it. Into our metrics no. And na me busa how wa omutimi put it together. First, the numbers don't lie. But you see, our numbers are lying because I'm not for Toby Goom. You get it? There is a need for us to, advance the conversation. One time, snippets of how research and knowing says our challenges where you are there. A walk on a bebwa scheme. Make us because of the number of years. Our
in existence, okay.
Put me fan to 2-3 music, and I say Ghana Music Awards Europe one, yeah, Afena
or more. May I say a year, Vida, I do to boating. Memra catch the one, na catch
the as our baby.
Catch a man I didn't share what TGM is nominees, ne Kim Paluta's Makoma, MSA. In the card.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations to every nominee. Why you are nominated? Like you're nominated, at least that means you're being recognized because ni panedos. Ni panedos. So in your board didn't cry more. Not just say you are being recognized. And congratulations to all of them. Now, concerning Kim Paluta issue. I think say some way by Ghana for and I say everybody and wa who be answer na say makoma nyum na buy no wo share nominations na wen hu a ya na wotirimu ye wona kaka so even if you find say a popular artist of the year no krana MP mu what about the other categories
no?
What happened to that? And people started making assumptions say bia na because of they feel that there's a bit of profanity.
The honorable kind nebia.
You know, because I think Bisakade also went through similar something like that with brother.
Yeah, for
Sawed, and oh, you see, and also
brother Maniaji, Sa Casan, and on a Sawed,
and also it's me disqualified. But then also, no, you can't say, na Obinsuveka say, there's this song, last mate, Pooh.
A broom
as we speak, Charterhouse TGMs, Mekani Bia say, Kim Palutas Makuma make it cut because of profanity. The honorable minister, Sama or kind,
yes, you should brother, not some now.
No, me make it a clarion call say.
Yes, and
almost
wrong.
Or say,
another musician who died in 2
wait. No, I am common
nomination.
No, there be common yedi, Babia, as I said,
no, Nessie Obenyabi,
as I said, the two. Near Kayano, a dream near the year, assumptions because officially, no, they are here to bring the reasons why I'm a come making. And the amount for connected with the perfect example I'm with. Based on the
assumptions out there, let me also, say this based on assumptions. If that was the situation, there are songs in there.
Lyrics,
because he too straight So what I say, there's also, as my sister said, Asylum is there. Which is directly telling women to just even if you are going through something and you try to leave the man no cry na and no cry or the over kwasal it me bow down
hey sana dey if you leave me, go over you. If you try go, you go die young too. Now asylum go be your best friend.
That's threatening you.
Go take patient for asylum.
So
and no more to red so
oh,
Coca.
No, your man, your nomination. Did they get nomination?
But don't you think Sado na ye bienu and a movie to me coho, to Sanyum na and air trendy? Tie mental health. Ain't you red now?
And she said, if it was like based on those assumptions, there are some of the songs I am to me up in pointing out they shouldn't actually be there. And no say even if that was the case, Ebony, I think won Artist of the Year. Which song was that? So Ebony said, Banasa, those kind of songs. I think say Poison and Mama Share and similar. And me mom dear and then Robert Kasa, I was on Adom FM and Robert or Kasai. Now or say the board is working on things in Tinisania and by Monday they will come out and whatever.
And you nichna any question.
I would like say chain na now we are also basing our submissions on the speculation that is going out there. But if that is the case there, then they were not being fair to Kim Paluta, because I feel say on so many fans a boom play say the song has 25.6 million streams, audio mark 19.3 million, YouTube has 8.2 million, Spotify 3.5, Apple Music 2. The song really did well. It really did well. It really did well. And I feel say based on what they would tell us, but for now, we are waiting for them to come and tell us the reason why Makoma did not make it to the list.
Me da say. I don't know the entire Makoma Uremu. Yebeshe, ye try Monday, a hot and you won't sing with her. I don't know my granite because now, petition number and a response about near Naya, be near one sing with Sabia. ne ho na chairman ko ka betimi abusabusa the questions ni nyina na ama emu ada ho dwumadie ye Showtym Adom TV memenda bia na otweba ufidie no de to Adom TV no aba be hwe Showtym entertainment discussions ene na omo boy asen ema me kunkun na se betia no mu a na ma ye pompon fe no star beer Kumasi bitters darling lemon weekends no boys yeah and sound more than fa feeling na darling lemon now the ice kakra dey agumo na bibia eda okay and a stomach guard wa wo yefun yare bia no wadra wo de bon ho ban stomach guard me twa me ho kakra aba me twa me ho ba the last part of the conversation very hot me guso wo ka kire e ofia Vida Aduchumwa Boating and Sofia and a chairman honorable cooker. No so pedan bi the office or no so guso e ofia me buza se wanya dan ni bia me kwa ba sisia me sam wa kwa ba biem eba Adom TV guso a wo hwe Showtym sisia na wo de ofidie n to ha no mu a e de nkoma ye di ne ni gisem entertainment industry na munsem a e twago na ye de ba ebesomo me de kojokin na dwumadie me ena me tsema ma Sally Frimpong man AK Mamaga ono na de bia o de brem me nda bia ene de me de ahini no wapone kakra bi ma me naja me de di makasesem wo ha yeguso di TGMS no ho komo Kimpaluta wa messe cat no but don't forget Friday we dwumadie kese a Adom TV anase multimedia ye say ye chesika yes sika bebra ba ye chesika sika bo man mu ti ye chebi amanfo na ohwe sa video na ye di kan boy na code bi a be dial *281# no what you so option 6 na call no ma sika na ye chen from 10,000 to 60,000 sika mu odu pa me gidi se unya from 10,000 bi e kwa ebe bo abra bo yi pa eni to me no kasai fa phone na bo code no na ko option 6 na fa ho gi ade ayi fia da ebe ya ana bibia ede hihye so eti bomodin ase onhwere sade especially mo amhwe Showtym me say mama me say because ye betena ha next week na wasane yes me follow ade na me so batimi anya sika kakra ede abo mata so back to business yeguso ka TGMS no ho ya kan Kimpaluta de group of the year for some time na Charterhouse if say enye so competitive eno nti omo de tonchen kakra nyame adom this year aba ama ye the group na ye aba we saw artists like Echemo and some dope nation mo omo making a lot of statements about say group of the year na ye dey ya scrappy every man na ye dey ato on hold my main quick reviews from my people say group of the year asan by any just some na aba and I say if we say ebia send your buy the crowd no still and can be a competition now mo kan endu and I say any just some na aba Katri
yes
group of the year and also enkomo ye di pa previous times na name but no reason say it wasn't competitive enough thank God this year omo de aba
yeah well it's good because as a group there Sana you feel say like you've been left out because we have solo artists and we have group too and say what scheme now it's only fair and it's only nice to cover the group no so send ebe so ebe motivate you na to me but the problem is maybe it's good that it's back but I feel so do we have enough group to sustain it for the years to come and only question because Obesha I said the main reason why I enter Omuyi group free TGMS muno that was because it was not competitive enough and still Ghana hanom na me fan say we keche and dope nation and I'm saying so Lola and Lali and Lola omo ababe kan woni ade me say even though it's a good thing I am just hoping say it will motivate more groups to come on board because the way obias obi e kosolo VIP munyina back then at time nanka said you see group and you see like that competitiveness no but see and it's not there like that. I am happy that it's back, but I'm just hoping say it would also motivate more groups to allow more people to form like more group or stay like even in their group, because ebeya was say be a next year ebeya no na fe groups and no say excuse me to say as omumu atintini enya bi kran fa won enhye category, but in all there I think say it's a very good move and I am happy say it's back.
Memra Vida ho reward system I wo ye dwumadi edim no a shenkrofo nkran emom so omo ibu adwumaden ye wonkrofo a ono no timi ye adwumaden said this particular reward and award no me pese me gibi. Could it be say omo de to on hold no yan fan say groups are existed than ye edim, but e bia new artists being so on person they want to come as a group, but scheme like Ghana Music Awards they are to recognize them no e bia they will go solo. Do you think say no so motivate and see more groups in a system no?
I think say ye frame no ehun hia so be ye frame.
Okay.
Because catchable ball groups maybe team eternity say ababeka Bethel Revival
Bethel,
has always omo bomb omo homodin. There's a feel to it when you have a choir like that, minister omo tonyum. I didn't man who need omo yi free her in the first. I don't think that it was necessary. And kaka krebi na aka woman no. Nka obetimi aye plaque bi kradia ona omo say aye din for groups to stay together. But moment me I stay together mama and hates being oh yeah mama plaque we dey recognizing my juma my no. Then nipa no who recognition na the following year be making sure say they be no or the hits be bana ama group category in aye vibrant. Gradually need to move from being a citation to a competitive category which it is today. Dope Nation missing out I difficult for me to understand why. 1 week window but I hope say omo push your petition it through. Na yen say a bit to me abwa because omo hits for the year and the review.
They really worked hard.
And from what
it was
I
really
heard,
on top.
It was them who did not file.
But there's a research team. So even if they didn't file, the research
once they qualified,
I think so almost say almost reach out, but
they didn't.
I heard that story.
Go ahead.
So and the Nippon Busan said no name say group of the year and year reinstate.
And also a good question.
Because if you know name say yes,
this year intimate back me file.
Aside the group, you not qualify for other categories and can beat me abua. So for the group bet, they might probably not know because a sure bet we a group now unya hits ka crabia a sure bet say
you get
So if name say was they bar. So no so bet na say aloof and not file for nomination, but I hope so they will make use of window now push it through na yen share how far
best group of the year TGMA 26th edition omo timi make cat Lali and Lola Keche me Crawford Team Eternity Ghana and a Better Revival Choir and a Kwampa mo bob band mo traditional drums omo ya de omo badwuma ye pa omo make cat ni. Congratulations to them. Vida can send me a very important say announcement of reinstatement of a year group of the year omo year nominees lunch no ansana tie. It is a member group meaning see a year for I wouldn't even file. It on the account say omo file when they knew say year reinstating they are not aware. And we have a research team, a two-way affair. Either you file or our research will capture you. At the normal research team non capture.
I think the bigger error is as a scheme, even before the nominee, I saw your press engagement. I can say me modus of operandus any say me kwako yadi we me research him omo ye adwuma mo nya see ade we na ni ho ye be ye ni say definition we na ye say ya ye ni say na one more like a month for everybody
before the open filing
before the nomination comes out.
Before it comes out.
Yes. Say,
what about the filing? Like
through the
filing the
no. be through the filing and who say sa gaps we ni sa normal no
aba
normal e dey to dormant no
okay
there are nominations are ebema sa ebe nullify sa dormant what you say inti yemie kwan into 2 years na afi no wa mo bia but the divide can on ti ase say only pakro am file a o research team here
okay
into research team here na say sa asem na ye ka say ye reach out to them no man ti ase no me pacho me pese omobo modern ema me consent documents from all the nomination say obia owo ho bia no omunya consent say wo ho wo hu no many bi wo ha ye ya yenye eho ye tro kan ye kwa me enko ena another thing yem ma certain spaces are they struggle to get no yema enye open there are a lot of groups but a senior definition no anyhow I capture no
okay
what you say I feel say do there no they allow certain window for a minimum realm what you say because there are a lot of commercial church choirs any bands any sound no ejuma
my release songs
yes
a while time what
yes
appeal no
yes
okay why wait me I'm abo bedini because
I think Chin band
identify no
there was a I think so master Dansuman Dansuman youth choir there's a DYT that almost one there are other microphone but just say I think say almost enyantias yes obetumi akom
okay
what you say into research no e capture no ho a wo de hwe next year ubon say the place will be flooded
yeah because of Omadi Abano on a Dope Nation there no DJ Slim make he tweet me say I'm hearing you guys didn't file for nominations when the research team picked up your song self you guys were not responsive to the award scheme and a Dope Nation so be my response we have been battling a lot that can't be said out of respect for some people in this hypocritical music space. However, can we all recall from 2021? Maybe some of us will know this is not just about awards. Say, gradually this industry will be losing its true artists. Over and some you kind it seems like a near be koso and until no one say. Omantimi anya den yan form no man shima na research team no and capture before niemra the main artist of the year discussing the Fajumadian Berry.
Okay, I response when who here at this time.
Okay.
And ya fe na ye beka say bibi koso wahana who be go straight
to the point.
Me pese me nyom ne ba nti window no maybe me be take advantage of it na my yes. And now omo frame me ya na ye mfi yo.
Exactly.
Awards yeah. Because artists bi o ma can pay say ye mpa awards. It's some pa can pay open so a ka ye ni bre na oba be ye na obi bibi koso
industry issues file
it was
time no day
many onti can pay opa na umpe na ye how we can move forward
me that say Coca omo response na who all right so the main thing no, on the night the prestigious award no ofa na ye odogu no last year a Beam Nation president Stoneboy Edison National eno ena me be de me ba be koso sisi a ne ahwe sene ebeko ayede akwakosie na omo make cut no this year ye wo Kweku Smoke ewo mu Team Eternity Joe Metal King Paluta King Promise King for me no aba ena Stoneboy ena Blacko Sheriff Omwa for the prestigious awards on the night, you know. Omu hope some sabekano any abubodi waha. A buy a man for kasa we deserve so womu we deserve so womu. Maybe some pound for Vida. In the first question, you know, Ofe say Obia ya Juma under the year of review or deserve say or wahanum. Winnie.
Wow. I think so. Besides, when Anka ye in the funny paconisha and come a question.
Okay, and why now face say?
I feel say no offense, meaning obieni assemble industry, but I feel said the geometal thing, no, because I am consistent for about 5-6 years.
But Joe is working.
Oh yeah, Juma.
I want my normal Juma.
What's it?
I'm on
Juma. Fuchieno e bidi di BH. And say bidi di BH tina ye nominate nipa 8 baako etimi ehuri edi kan ya de ahenche no ehye no. I felt say for Dinah Hamilton doing of the Lord no say ometwa quota for gospel for so artist of the year no so omuma yen hu e bia ye quota based gospel for Benjamin highlight Benjamin dance or Benya baako and they should let us know this sadia sa constant feature of Joe Metal aye bibi. That is why we are also pushing for the data because A, B, and almost science no with data no prove say Joe was but giant on a street level no say yen judge there we know say doing of the Lord by Dinah no it didn't do bad at all and no soon kebetimi feature na ho.
But what say here and to who say Joe Metal being present throughout the years no. Ofe say enye na dwumade na bia e favors bi na chat house and the
whole but me picture say obi de bro obi de so inti so obi de bro so a was say we make way na nipa na e feature and ho was a very category way. That's all that I'm saying because say me the tunes ni a na me share oba won na me share the doing of the Lord with the messaging effect, you know, the collaboration was very tight. And then I felt to say if there's a quota-based system, because if you are not a 2 now, they are more different baho, timiternity baho, na Joe baho, tina ebia as easy. But until Sadia, I mean, yeah, but me artist or Stoneboy, I believe. So.
Yeah, final winner, yeah, because time na kaka yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think say obe far category? We are my main person about say when you na say why now say about somebody anything.
I think that this time I'm betting on a Kim Promise and I face Kim Paluta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now face say deserve
not like they deserve it, but I think that this year Stoneboy is in there as well. So let's say this 3 people. I think that this year.
By 19 now this Stoneboy.
Oh no. But yeah, who name say I've sat here so many times and you know how
I know
how I feel about Stoneboy.
Why?
Tell me. Wow, so now sorry.
Oh, yeah, the straight fight between the kings.
The kings.
Yeah.
Okay, which is Kim Paluta and Kim Promise.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It's a straight win.
Enti yamra Vida so. Also uhuni say why na ewi.
Uhuni say a straight win for Stoneboy and
nice was set record.
Yes, I'll tell you why.
Why mama can why?
O say will be my platform.
There be any make me why.
Yeah, we ni rap here.
We are so we independent.
TGMA Artist of the Year.
Okay.
I feel say it is a straight win for Stoneboy based on Ejuma Waye. Now, he has 8 nominations.
Okay.
This year's TGMAs. Now, 3 songs on the album, so a feature. And your artists be an Albanian, so say 3 songs from the album. Look at the quality of album or the tour, the kind of features are, with Spice, with Odumo, Du Black, with Wyclef Jean, and the rest. I mean, quality album and the promotion not one song on the album now because said Miss
okay
and Yemide. Now what's your definition for artist of the year now? You say you are judged by board academy public. You see you will be our highest audience appeal. A face will be award the highest nominations in the Osho more Kim Paluta has 4.
4 nominations.
Yes.
Overall.
Yes, check here.
Overall.
Yes, check it.
And then the artist of the year.
Yes, check Kim Paluta. You can go through. Check it.
Okay.
So whatever number they have, none of them has 8 nominations. Yes. And you're spelling it out.
Yeah, that is key.
You should have the highest nomination, and Stoneboy has it.
To qualify. not to win. To qualify.
You qualify to win.
Then I make to qualify to that.
Yes, but me for chain be the BH.
Okay.
So 4 or 5, no 8. The word highest a key, a BT to that effect. And audience appeal put there. We don't need to talk about Stonebwoy. Look at the match. Performances across
why any na why da here come brand it will final west here kono
hey asabe boga
omo fresh say we really be dancing on twene homa obi be the talent the craft is based on consistency over the years and we take keen interest in that
me da say vider
me da say agenda Mr. Regional
national
award obi antene ho
asese last week sebra ekui
I can say between the kings and then Okan appealer. Yes, the two also has appeal. I know share election environment in this and creating but I feel that it's a year we should just be grateful. Say, despite all the elections, our songs dominated and appeal. Me patron person me chair more Independence Square.
Okay.
40-44.
Yeah, koho.
Yeah, koho.
Me want me to me hairstylist Shea Salon.
Good. Shea Salon. Omo ji omeni omo kai future no.
Opposite.
West
Hills Mall.
Omo ji omeni. Obi a yen twa the picture. E bi asemi.
Country.
Yeah, quick one. Sina Soul new EP no so out in Mr. Wa Monko na Monko streaming. And the lady is very. He has a song with Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Top notch.
As I say, oh yeah, Juma man.
Stream. I'm a yeah, Juma.
Oh no. It's over can associate.
Madam we na say. Madam country. Madam Coca ase Coca me pa cho nya betra me. Madam Coca ase me da vida do twum wan so ase. Juma de star beer. Ana a boy e ti do me de bre wo. And a darling lemon. Lemon ye darling. Ono so kan ho bi. And a Kumasi bitters nubra any ade a mema e de yo monema pa na ye stomagard so yefun yare e hawa edura o de sa ho yare e stomagard Adom TV Showtime medin e de kojokin dwumade e mitena mu Emma original Sally Frimpong man aka Mama Gan metia achema asifo nyina me ma me adwo sewa o hwe Nyankopon hira wo se owo me da se na Nyankopon de yen kwachen a another beautiful edition of Showtime. Bye bye.